Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture. Today we're going over Cherub's fourth album called DJ BJ's Faves. If you don't know who Cherub is, they're a duo band from Nashville, Tennessee, and they started by they got popular over the song, or got official mainstream over the song that came out in 2014 called Doses of Mimosas. So, for my side of the story, I actually got into them a little later on. I think I got into them in 2016. Yeah, so 2 years later after they've already done half of their songs already. So I had to kind of go backwards to look at stuff. But I really got into them with those mimosas, and one of my friends were playing it. It was really nice. And from then on, I kept it going forward and backwards. So I got into the Year, the Caprice, and the Mom and Dad. And I tried Bleed Gold Piss Excellence that came out in 2016, but I thought, it wasn't really speaking to me as much as the last two albums did. So, and there's 10 songs on this album, and this album is actually a complete different mood than they usually do. It's still upbeat, they still joke, they still have their own, like stank on it, but I feel like it's much more, with the lack of words, like lower five, much more chill, much more less synth, more kind of just, I don't know, it just has a very light feel to it. And I actually thought it was cute. I didn't think it was like the best album they ever done. It's definitely not as good as Year, the Caprice, or Mom and Dad, but this definitely because I say that doesn't mean this should be ignored. This album is definitely going a certain way, and I think that's really cool. So maybe just talk about some of the songs off of it, and I'll give you kind of background of songs that I was thinking that was going to happen when it came to the album that's going to come out. So I know that Do 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 was the first official single for the album, and I liked it. I thought it lacked a lot of lyrics, honestly, in the chorus, which just do do do, and that's all it says. But I also like it in the same time in that type of sound because I love the chill direction of it. Another one I really really like, which is my favorite song off the album, is Mona Lisa. I just think it reminds me for some reason it's a beautiful day outside and you're walking in like the park with somebody that you love, kind of thing. For some reason, I don't know why I see it that way, but that's how I see it. But I really really liked it. I thought it was so cute, so simple. This song is pretty much about how he wants to help this I'm assuming his girlfriend get a little better, be more like help her, because she's definitely feels some type of way right now, and so he's like, I want to be there for you and like help you get to wherever you're trying to go, I love the thing that he says, I'm glad you found all that you've been looking for, because I can finally tell you finally got a bit of peace for yourself. So obviously she's looking for peace inside herself, and he finally sees near the end of the song that she's finally found it. Who Knows is a very interesting song. It's pretty much about one night stand that he doesn't feel the same way as the girl does. So the girl developed feelings for him during a one night stand, and he's like, it's just a one night stand. We may do this again, but nothing serious, at least for now, And then I also love C'est La Vie. I thought it was really cute. It's just pretty much talking about getting drunk and living for the night. Loved it. Thought it was really cute. One shout out I have was Closer to Me, which is this song. So there's a weird narrative that happens all of a sudden after Mona Lisa, where he goes, who knows, where it's like, we're just messing around, to end of the summer, where it's like, okay, I want to show you that I'm a changed man. I can do better. Blah blah blah. Let me show you how to prove it. How I can prove it. C'est La Vie is like a middle part where I guess they're okay, and then Closer to Me is I feel like is a response to End of the Summer. Where just like he says, blue skies seem to happen more than my cloudy days. And I think he's saying is that it's every since they got back together, it's everything's been better, you know. Then it kind of goes into Coconuts, which is I love the sax in it. I think the song's kind of silly, but it gives me some like if she's not into a threesome, don't stop throwing out a threesome if she's not into it, you know. Because he says she gets a little bit coconuts every time I talk about teaming up, and he's talking about teaming up, pretty much having a threesome with her and her best friend, that's a little too close for comfort, I would personally say, unless the best friend is attracted to her and him, then it maybe could work. But I feel like it's playing with fire, messing around with your best friend or your girlfriend's best friend. So there's a little cringy in that direction, but in all, not going it nowhere was a nice little bring it back to between them. And it says, don't stop listening to the rhythm of my heart, beating to the kick drum. And they're just enjoying each other with no one's around. I think that's really cute. Okay, so now that they got through the album, I thought it was cute. I thought it had some pieces that were just like, what's happening? But I feel like it didn't have the oomph that they usually have. It's much more laid back, which is not bad if you're listening to it the whole way, and like there's a great background noise, there's great chilling in the park kind of soundtrack. Now I have an issue with one thing, is that in 2018 they were releasing so many singles. After a 2-year hiatus, they started releasing singles, and it was Dancing Shoes, Body Language, All In, So What, Want That. All those songs, I loved each one. I was like, oh my god, they're going back to their like more sexy kind of like direction where they talked about sex, they talked about like much more hard bangers kind of thing, and then it just went away and they decided to go with Gumbo Season. And I was just like, this doesn't sound like anything that you were teasing with the singles. So I was kind of confused on that. And then then it goes away, and I think, okay, maybe that's just like it's an EP, so it's not a big deal. But then they started to come out with Do Do Do, and I was like, okay, well it's not what you were going off with. So I feel like it's a missing album or EP that happened between 2018. They decided to go a different route. I don't know why, because I felt like it was really, really cool and I loved it. But those singles, but I guess, I mean, it's their band. They're figuring out what they're doing, and obviously they have a different vision that they wanted to do that wasn't on that side. And I understand that All In, So What, and all those other ones are pretty much close to what the usual sound they usually make, so maybe they are experimenting right now. But I really hope we get some justice for those like 5 EPs, because it was so good. I give this album I give it a 6 out of 10. I just feel like it wasn't as intense as, or it wasn't as intense. It didn't give me that that they naturally have. They still have fun with it, obviously, but I just didn't really feel like it needed something else. Leave a comment below, tell me what you thought, if you liked it, didn't like it, or whatever. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button if you liked it, and I'll see you all in the next video.